The next product that we have for you is such a huge customer pick, more so than most items that you'll ever see, whether you're shopping here or anywhere else. 3,569 reviews on your Origami large 4-tier heavy-duty racks. And you know why? It's because they make your life a lot more organized. That garage that you have on your to-do list for this spring and summer to finally organize, where are you gonna put everything? Put it on your Origami large rack. That basement that you're scared to go into, you can barely open the door because it's just bursting at the seams. Where are you gonna put everything? Put it on your rack. Go ahead and take advantage of our sale price. And I will also tell you, a free shipping, because these come completely assembled. So they're gonna come in a big box. And if you don't have to pay for that shipping, don't let us handle it. Today, you've got free shipping and 5 flex of about $26. You're choosing a color. We're gonna help you out with those. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna come over and show you, this is pewter, this is the original. So if you got one of the earlier ones and you wanna come back and get some friends to go along with it, this is the pewter. We've got it for you in white, which is always very popular. We have all of the colors that I'll share with you. We've got black here. This one is, I believe we're calling this one, this one is taupe. And then we also have it for you in bronze. We've got them all here, including in vintage bronze. But the idea is the way to get organized and cleaned up is to have a place for all of your things, and this is it. You can see how all of the colors line up: red, white, pewter. We've got platinum, black, and vintage bronze. And we're gonna give you a full demonstration. Lou Caputo, welcome in. Thanks for joining us. Did you hear over 3,500 reviews on this?
No, I'm not surprised. I mean, we've been selling this a very long time, but you know, I've not met anyone who actually owns one and it said to me, you know, I'm really disappointed in this thing. I mean, that doesn't happen, okay? That never happens. But Trevor, let me ask you a question. How many times have you gone to a store, right? And you see a piece of furniture, some shelving or something, and you love it. You're like, that is gonna look fantastic in my house. And then you go down to where they keep it and they give it to you in a little flat pack box, and you get home and you open it, it's 1,000 pieces. You feel like you've been bamboozled. You know what I mean? Where you're looking at everything in there and you're like going, what the world is this? I was gonna buy a piece of furniture. With Origami, that is not gonna be your experience, because when you get these, they are fully assembled for real, even though it does come flat packed in a box. And the reason is, it's in the name, Origami. It's the ancient Japanese art of paper folding, because I can take this 12 linear feet of storage right here, a powder coated steel, look at this, rack, and in seconds, fold it down just like it would have come to your house flat packed in the box, okay? So now when you get it home, you're gonna look at that box and think, oh my God, there's gonna be 1,000 pieces in here, okay? There's not. It's just the wheels that are separate, and that's because you get a choice with the wheels. To set this up, you grab the sides, you spin it open like that. On the back of this, I'll bring this a little closer to you, right here, that's the Origami toggle. It's actually a patented design. If I put that in there, now the bottom of this is rigid. I can move this around anywhere I want to. I'll spin it back around again. There's one more latch right up here on the top, and it's this little tiny guy. I'll bring this back to you again. Right here, see that? That's that little latch. You put that in place. We're done. That was the entire assembly process. Now, the question is, do I want to put wheels on this, or do I not want to put wheels on this? And the answer is, well, it's up to you, okay? So if you put the wheels on this, the implication of that is that it raises it 3 inches off the ground. It makes it 63 inches tall. So what that means is, it might be tippy if you put too much on it. So we say, guess what? Keep yourself at 75 pounds per shelf, and that way you've got 300 pounds you can roll around. That's actually quite a lot, but without the wheels on it, you can go up to the maximum weight on this, which is 250 pounds per shelf. That's 1,000 pounds total without the wheels that you can store on with these. Tamara, last I checked, 1,000 pounds was half a ton.
Yes.
Think about that. That's half a ton that you can put on something you can collapse down to 4 inches.
And
wow.
This is the thing. If you have a rack that is strong enough to hold that kind of weight, you might be saying, well, I don't have anything that heavy. But the fact that you could, it lets you know how strong this actually is. This is not, and it's not gonna bow. like if this were a plastic shelf, and we've all seen those, and maybe we've had bad experiences with them, you put something heavy and all of a sudden it starts to dip in the middle, and then you see that crack, and then you think, wait a minute, this is not what I bargained for. Do you see that whether you have cans of paint, a lot of people did a lot of like home renovation over the last couple years, and you've got extra paint, you've got extra tile, you've got maybe some bricks, maybe it's you're a gardener, you've got bags of fertilizer and that kind of thing. Those things are heavy. You wanna get them up off of the floor so that you can actually interact with them. This is the way that you do it, and this is the strong rack, the strong unit that will hold all of that weight. Today we've got a sale price on these and free shipping, and I like to stress that because you just let us know which color you want and we'll send it straight on to you. Just so you know, just like Lou was saying in terms of the height on this, with the wheels, I'm gonna give you the highest. With the wheel, it's 63 inches. And just for, you know, purposes of seeing how tall it is, I'm 65 inches. I'm 5'5", and I've got on a little bit of a heel. So if you're about 5'5", you're looking pretty much at that top shelf when you have the wheels on. So you can see the wheels are on, 63 inches. I'm about 2 inches above it, a little bit 2 inches. So that tells you how high it is. And then in terms of it being wide, it is 20 and a half, almost 21 inches from front to back, and then almost 36 inches from side to side. So that gives you an idea of where you're gonna put it. And Lou, a lot of us put these in our garage, in our basement, and then we put them in other areas of our home to get that organized.
I mean, they can literally go anywhere. Because remember, these are powder coated steel. And what that means is that you can use these indoors, you can use these outdoors. And that powder coating is going to be chip resistant, scratch resistant, but more importantly, corrosion resistant. And that's why you can use it in all these different places. But you know what, Tamara? We call it store decor. And what I mean by that is it's storage and decor all in one product. You can use this in your garage, in your storeroom. And, you know, if you've got a storage locker someplace, you can use it in those. But a lot of people use it as furniture. They'll put their kitchen electrics on them, walk-in closets, walk-in pantries, just like regular furniture to, you know, put things on in your rooms. I mean, whatever you want with these, you can absolutely do it. My wife, Kelly, in this room back here is actually her craft room. Well, it's really the guest bedroom, but she does crafts in there. But so she can't have her crafting stuff out all the time. So she actually has a full-size origami rack just like this in the closet in there that she stores everything on, because she can just wheel it out when she wants to use it. I mean, right here, you're seeing on either side of that TV how awesome these look as just regular furnishing. And really, it takes on sort of the feel of whatever you decorate it with, which I think is awesome. Now, the other thing about origami is that it's a storage solution, not a storage problem. So if you go to the big box store, but you empty the shelves, guess what? You can take this 12 linear feet of storage and you can fold it down just like that. And, you know, these are only 4 inches wide when they're folded down. They're not hard to store any place, about 21 inches across this way. By the way, the shelves on these, 3 feet across on each shelf going this way, 18 inches deep, so 1.5 feet. Most of the particle board and plastic and things like that that you're going to buy out there, they're only 12 inches deep. They're only a foot. So you're actually getting extra 1/2 foot of storage when you buy origami. But you know, it's really up to you. I always say you're only limited by your imagination. However you want to use it is up to you. Some people, they never store anything on them. They use them solely as dollies to move heavy things around, like cinder blocks or, you know, bags of river rock or firewood. I mean, just so many different uses for these. And that's because these are strong, Tamara. It's not like the other stuff you buy out there.
Absolutely. They're strong. They're not going to corrode. They're not going to rust because of that powder-coated steel. Right. So if you want to put these outside and put your plants on them and water your plants, you could do that. If these are going to go in the garage and you can see we've got an idea of how it's going to be used in your garage, this would be perfect for you. If you have these bins, and we all have the bins, but if the bins are all stacked on top of each other, you're not getting to that bottom bin. This allows you to still have access from every corner and every angle. So the question really is not if you need it, because we all need it. It's which one and how many. So is it pewter? Yeah. Is it white? I'll show you over here on our board. We've got them in red. There's white. This is that pewter I was just showing you. Here's platinum, which is a little bit brighter than pewter. We also have black. We've got vintage bronze. And then I'm going to direct your attention over to the side, because we have our original bronze, which is a little bit lighter than the vintage bronze, and we have taupe. If you're saying, I like the idea of staying in the light family, but maybe white is a little bit, you know, brighter than what you want it to go. We've got taupe as well. A lot of times, Lou, we sell out of many of the colors and we only have like 1 or 2 choices. Now is a good opportunity to survey what you need and then get 1 extra. Because Lou, don't we always need 1 more than what we picked up?
I've never heard anybody say they had too much storage. Okay, so there's that. But you know, this deal is so good that my wife Kelly bought another rack because we don't get ours for free. I have to buy mine. Tracy buys hers. Yes. She bought another one in taupe this past weekend because the combination of price and shipping. She got one. Yeah,
I mean, you can't beat it. You really can't. And you see our price. We took $60 off of our regular HSN price because these should be a lot closer to $200 per rack. They really should. And you normally pay shipping on them as well. Today it's free shipping. Today you're getting $60 off. And today we're getting you ready for getting organized in your home. And you know what else, Lou, in addition to all of these different ideas of how you're gonna use it, what if we have family and friends coming over? You mentioned the guest bedroom. If your guest bedroom closet is filled with your clothes and the dresser in there is filled with your stuff, if you don't wanna move your stuff, have one of these and have your guests use this rack when they come over to visit, and extra blankets and things.
Yeah, 12 linear feet of storage is a lot, so it's enough for your everything they bring with them and their luggage as well. That's the beauty of Origami. Very versatile that way.
Yes, and I love as you're showing, this is how it comes. You just open it up. Easy. You flip over that top shelf that's still already attached. You just put the latch on it, and then you determine, like you said, Lou, if I want to add the wheels or not. How do I make that decision if I add the wheels or not?
See, it depends. If you're going to leave it in one spot all the time, like a permanent kind of fixture in your garage or someplace, you don't really need the wheels then. And